Hi, this is Dr. Terry Wenner. Welcome to another episode of Health Mentoring Moments. Today, we have episode 4, New Year's Resolutions. Okay, so probably some of you are cringing already. New Year's resolutions have such a high failure rate. Why would we even want to talk about that topic? Because I think that people are looking at New Year's resolutions incorrectly, and that is setting them up for failure. But today, I'm going to tell you how to set yourself up for success. And for starters, I wanted to pull out an old resource. This is my high school yearbook, The Trail from Lansdale Catholic High School, 1985. So here you go. The reason I wanted to pull this out from the archives is because there's a section in the back where we were asked to share some memories from our high school experience right before we graduated. And I found it interesting that almost 30 years later, or actually a little more than 30 years later, the comment that I made is still something that I hold near and dear today. So I wrote in my yearbook, my high school yearbook, my favorite quote: "If at first you don't succeed, try again. Practice makes perfect." I feel like that's been the mantra of my life. I seem to have failed more than most because I try crazy things. And when you try things, you're going to fail at times. But I've also succeeded at many things too. So that's what I want to talk about today. The number one thing that you can do to make your New Year resolution successful is to commit to not giving up. So, there will be times when, you're climbing a flight of stairs and you take 3, 4 steps up and then 2 back, or, you roll down the steps all the way to the bottom floor. But we want what's at the top of the staircase. Those are where our goals lie. So no matter how many times you get knocked down, pushed back, fall back, you need to be determined to get back up and keep going, to keep trying. So a little personal example is on my Facebook feed today, I was reminded of resolutions that I made last year. So that would be January 2016. These were when I was going to start them. And there were 5 items. Now, I'm not going to review all the items with you right now, but suffice it to say, out of those 5 items, 1 I totally succeeded at. I flying colors succeeded at 1 of them. Another one, I decided really wasn't an appropriate goal at all. It wasn't feasible for me. It wasn't really important. And I actually knocked that off the list. So that left me with 3 goals left. And I would say 2 of them I've made some progress on, but not nearly enough. And the other one, I actually went backwards many times. So that there are still 3 goals on my list, and looking at them a year later, they are still very good goals. They're all very different. But why didn't I succeed at all 5? Because 5 is too many. When you're spreading yourself too thin, it's like putting peanut butter and jelly on a sandwich and not having enough. If you spread it too thin, you're going to end up with holes in your bread, and things are not going to work out in your best interest. You're certainly not going to have a good PB&J. So what I'm going to do this year, and I encourage you to do the same, is don't give up on old goals. Pick them up again and get restarted with a new plan. So I am taking those 3 goals, and they are going to be my 2017 goals. And I'm coming up with a new plan, especially for that one that I fell back big time on. It's still a great goal. I just need a new plan. So if at first you don't succeed, try again. Practice makes perfect.